Xerxes. One night he was giving an elaborate party for kings of his many provinces.
Servant, go get my lovely wife Vashti and invite her to join us here at the banquet so I can introduce her to our guests.
Meanwhile, Vashti was entertaining the wives of Xerxes' guests and declined the invitation because she thought it was too dangerous to appear.
King Xerxes, Vashti feels obligated to entertain her guests and says she will join you later.
Well, what disrespect! I will find another queen. Then I decree that all young maidens of all provinces are to come to the palace, and I will choose a new queen.
One of the women who came to the palace was a lovely Jewish girl named Esther, who had been raised by her cousin Mordecai since her parents had died. Mordecai was a faithful Jew, and he told Esther not to tell anyone she was Jewish, but to continue to live by the Jewish customs. She agreed, and after several months of waiting, she was introduced to the king. As soon as the king saw her, he knew that he had found his new queen. Not only was she lovely, she had a certain calmness and self-assurance that attracted him. One day, after Esther became queen, Mordecai heard two servants plotting to kill King Xerxes. Mordecai told Esther, and Esther told the king what he had heard. The two servants were caught, and the king was safe. The king ordered that a memorandum be placed in the royal library that would be a record of Mordecai's goodwill. Not long after that, King Xerxes promoted a man named Haman to be his special advisor. Haman was not a good man and was only interested in personal advancement.
Woohoo! Look at me! Now I'm second only to the king. I think I will have everyone in the kingdom bow down to me. Everyone, bow down! You there! Why are you not bowing down? How dare you?
As a Jew, I only bow down to my Lord, my God of Abraham. It is not meant as an insult to you, but as a reverence to him.
A Jew, you say? Well, we'll see about that.
Your Majesty, do you realize that there's a group of people here in your kingdom who refuse to bow down to us? They ignore our laws and are trying to cause the collapse of our kingdom. They are dangerous and should be destroyed. I will give their wealth to the treasury.
Very well. You have permission to destroy this nation, but keep the wealth for yourself.
That is just what Haman wanted to hear. Haman then rolled some dice to pick out the day to start the new edict, which would be called the Law of the Medes and Persians. When Mordecai and the other Jews heard about Haman's terrible plan, they tore their clothes as a sign of mourning and wept. When Esther heard about the proclamation posted throughout the provinces through her handmaidens, she too was upset.
Messenger, go find my cousin Mordecai to get more information about what we should do.
Esther sent me to find out if there is anything she should do.
That evil Haman is planning to kill all the Jews in the land. Please tell her that she is in the best position to plead for her people to Xerxes.
Mordecai says, you must find a way to see the king and stop Haman's terrible plan, or we all will perish.
Tell Mordecai that one can only go see the king if they are summoned. Otherwise, they are risking their lives.
Mordecai read the message and sent this one back.
Esther, who knows whether it was not for such a time as this that you were made queen. You must try to plead for us before Xerxes, not just for our family, but for the people of Israel.
He is right. I do not want to risk losing my crown like Vashti, or an even worse fate, but I must take my chances. Tell Mordecai I will make a plea before Xerxes, and to tell all the Jews to fast and pray for 3 days. I too will fast and pray for 3 days and nights. I will not eat or drink anything.
And that is what they did. Mordecai said a prayer thanking God for the many things he had done for his chosen people. Esther did the same and then made her move.
What do you want?
I have come to see the king.
Are you aware that if he did not send for you, you could be killed?
I know, but this is important.
It must be. Hold on. King Xerxes, your beautiful, devoted wife would like to see you.
Oh, Esther dear, I didn't expect to see you here today. Did I forget? Oh well, what is it? What can I do for you?
You are lucky.
I was hoping you and Haman would join me for a special banquet that I will prepare for you.
My first wife would not sit with me at a banquet for all the kings of the provinces. My second wife invites us to a private banquet. I am so glad I married Esther. We would love to count us in.
Look how powerful I've become. I am invited to a private banquet with the king and queen. Mordecai and those other Jews don't know who they are messing with, but they're about to find out.
The next day, Haman and Xerxes were finishing the special banquet Esther had prepared for them.
Esther, that was scrumptious. Thank you, my queen.
You are most welcome. I would do anything for you. Do you know that I saw you in a dream? You were like an angel of God, and your countenance was full of grace.
Then God changed the spirit of Xerxes to a spirit of gentleness.
I would do anything for you, Esther. All you have to do is ask.
Then please, my generous king, I beg of you, do not kill the Jews. They have done nothing wrong. All they want is to worship God according to Jewish customs. And you would have to kill me too. You see, my cousin Mordecai and I are Jews. Mordecai, as you remember, and as you wrote in your book of records, once saved your life.
That was your cousin? Why? If you are both Jews, that says a lot for the Jewish culture. Haman, why did you tell me lies about the Jewish people? They are not plotting against me.
Well,
they would not bow down to me.
What? That is all that was about? Guards, take him away.
What? Wait! Have mercy!
And so Haman was taken away and killed on the very gallows that he had intended to hang Mordecai on. Mordecai was rewarded for having saved the king and given Haman's position as the king's special advisor.
We must also remove Haman's edict from all the provinces.
You may write a new edict, Esther, and I will seal it with my ring in my authority.
So Esther wrote a proclamation that went out to all of the provinces that Jews in every city could observe their religious laws throughout the kingdom. And Esther and Xerxes lived and worked together happily into the future.
I had a dream about all this, and it came true.
Really? What happened in the dream?
After a period of darkness and gloom for our people, who feared we would all perish, God heard us, and as though from a tiny spring there came a great river with abundant water. Light came, the sun rose, and all was well again. Esther, that river is you, and the Lord saved his people.
As long as we all rule together, we know we can worship with joy and gladness before God.
And we shall celebrate this great day every year with the Feast of Purim. We will celebrate our God who made the whole universe and has provided everything on heaven and earth. O Lord, you spared your people, and we praise your holy name.